Hey yo, what up, what up, what up? It's Lemekh with SLEAZY. Freezing my ass off out here. Hey yo, yeah, man. So, well. It looks like the PBC, Al Haymon in particular, looks like that I see many cracks in that armor. Right? Every day, every week, every month, we're getting more and more truth about this guy and how he does business over there. A real fucking weasel, bro. A real weasel. He's not a boxing guy, right? Boxing guys, a lot of these boxing promoters, they're scumbags, but they're a different type of scumbag. Like, at least they're a different type of scumbag. You know, a lot of these boxing guys, like, it's certain things that even they won't do. You know, like not pay guys. Guys go in the ring, put their life on the line, and you don't fucking pay them for months. Gee, Lemekh, that's a hell of an accusation. Where you get that from? Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is the latest. He's just the latest. He's just the latest fighter to kind of expose how PBC is doing business. And I think it's disgusting, bro. I think it's real disgusting. And what I really don't like is how a lot of you knuckle dragging idiots will sit there and say, well, he's the only black promoter, so I gotta get behind him and stand behind him no matter what. But you're not looking at how many black fighters he's fucking over, right? For me, I don't give a fuck what race you are. I don't care what race the people are. Like, that's y'all thing. But y'all so pro-black, but you ain't looking at all these black fighters that this idiot is screwing over. Not paying guys. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And then he's a real weasel, man. He don't even talk. Like, he does all this shit behind a shadow, right? He does all this shit behind a shadow, fucking up all these fights, all these careers, right? Fixing all these fights. But you can't get a quote from this guy. Like, he don't stand on nothing. He's a music guy. He's a music exec. That's where he comes from. Like, Floyd Mayweather, that was a mistake. Teaming up with Al Haymon was a big mistake. And people would say, well, how can you say that? Floyd is sitting on top. Floyd was already successful. If Floyd would have went into business with 50 Cent like he was supposed to, look at 50. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's a good businessman. He pays people, right? And people say, well, he came from music too. Well, okay, all right. I think 50 would have been a better partner. 50 would have been better for boxing than Floyd teaming up with this guy. Yeah, they delivered us to make the Pacquiao fight after what, 7 fucking years. After 7 fucking years, we get the Pacquiao fight. He marinated that fight so long that the fight was trash. Like, that fight is nowhere in the pantheon of great fights. And it should have been. Had that fight happened earlier, who knows what would have happened. I still pick Floyd to win the fight, but the aesthetic of the fight would have been much better. The aesthetic of that fight would have been much better. Al Haymon got to go, bro. Al Haymon got to go. Like, they announced all these fights. If you believe they're going to have all these pay-per-views, you go right ahead and believe that shit. I don't. And I stand on that. I stand on it. Like, something will happen. Somebody will get hurt. Mystery injury. And the fight won't happen. You might get one of these fights. You might get one. Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison, I believe they'll fight. I do believe that fight will happen. Right? Then they announced that, you know, I'm tired of talking about this cocksucker, Al Haymon. Fuck him. He needs to go. Now I'm going to talk about Deontay Wilder, another cocksucker. The Tuscaloosa twerker. Right? The Tuscaloosa twerker. We're going to talk about this motherfucker. Because he got a fight coming up with Andy Ruiz. And he's saying shit like, Andy's not enough. Andy, I need to fight somebody else. Like, after this. Like, I'm looking for bigger fights and all this. And he acting like he's chasing Anthony Joshua and all this shit. Man, look. You can look past Andy Ruiz all you want. But I'm picking Andy Ruiz. Why? Because honestly, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What about Deontay Wilder's right hand? Andy Ruiz has a hell of a fucking chin. All right? A hell of a chin. We ain't never seen him knocked down. We rarely ain't seen him hurt, really. We seen him knocked down, but you ain't seen him like hurt, stumbling, nothing like that. You never seen him hurt to the body. You never seen him really hurt. You seen him drop a couple times. Okay. You seen Tyson Fury dropped a couple times. More, right? Like that happens, but Andy Ruiz gonna get inside on this guy. And Andy Ruiz, true enough, he don't have the best feet. You know, he's a big dude. Well, he's a wide dude, right? He don't have the best feet, the best movement. But, Jesus Christ, hang on. But he has good upper body movement. All right? He has a good chin. He has good upper body movement. That means I got him getting inside. And that's when the fun is going to start. The first time that fat motherfucker get inside on Deontay Wilder, the fight might end like quicker than the Fury fight. I think because he has more of a, like, he will attack this motherfucker. He gonna let his hands go. That's something you ain't got to worry about with him. He gonna start punching on this guy, and I think it's a bad matchup for Deontay Wilder, honestly. Like, his only shot is to hit him with a right hand and knock him out. Like, Ruiz is not going to take a dive. I'm crossing my fingers. Crossing my fingers that he don't, like, this ain't another. You just don't know about their shows. Right? Their shows look so funny, man. You know, but I don't see Andy Ruiz taking a dive. You know, I don't. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. On that same card, we got Boots Ennis, who's been calling out champions, saying, "Yeah, I want my shot. I want my shot." Fighting another bum. I ain't gonna say another bum, but he's fighting Villa, the guy who just Villa just won the other day on his pay-per-view, right? He beat Speedy Rashidi, right? Villa is the guy he caught up to the Speedy Rashidi late in that fight and started beating on him and won the fight. I thought he won the fight, right? I thought Rashidi Ellis, I mean, he fought well early, but you never took nothing off of Villa. So, I mean, once the guy realized you can't punch, he just started walking him down and punishing him. And he punished him in that 12th round. Right? But, yeah, man. That's who Boots Ennis is fighting. Now, for him, that's a step-up fight. For him, that's a step-up fight. You know, I don't think it's the type of fight that's going to make him get any better. Villa's going to stand right in front of him and come right at him. You know, These are the guys that Boots Ennis has been fighting his whole career. Except for the last one against Karen, right? Boots Ennis has been fighting these guys that stand right in front of him and come right at him. They're easy to punch on. Like, that, I don't think it's going to help him. But, hey, let's see. Let's go for it. Terrence Crawford, I'm going to touch on him briefly. He doesn't have a fight coming up, but I would love to see him fight Virgil Ortiz. Not sure if Oscar would throw Ortiz in there with him. I know they like to talk that shit, but I don't see him throwing him in there. Like, Crawford he's aged pretty well. But he still got it, you know. He still got it. And part of that is he lives a boxer's lifestyle. You don't see him out there partying and doing a bunch of dumb shit. You just always see him focused on his craft, you know. So it's going to be easier said than done trying to age this guy out. You might be waiting a while. But I would like to see Crawford take a fight like that, a tough fight, right? I would say Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis, but we see Boots Ennis. We see where he went. He talked a lot of Crawford shit, but all you had to do was stay on that side, on WBO side, and you would be fighting him, right? Make yourself his mandatory, and he'll fight you. Like, why is he gonna go out of his way to try to chase you down, and he's the champ? You should be chasing him. But no, Boots Ennis and his dad, they more into talking and switching every goddamn 5 seconds, switching during the round every 5 seconds. They more into that. What else we got? We got a big fight. For me, it's big. This weekend. ARTUR BETERBIEV versus Anthony Yarde. Huge fight. And this is one of the fights that I really don't like to see, because I like both of these guys. You know, I like both of these guys, and it's like just knowing that somebody's gonna get hurt bad. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. One of these guys that I fuck with, you know, that I like, is gonna get fucked up real bad. You know, and there's nothing we can do about that. Like, I think Anthony Yarde is gonna be the one getting fucked up. Okay? And here's why. I like Anthony Yarde. You know, I like his style as a fighter. He has some glaring flaws, right? But he has good power. He can punch. Fan-friendly style, right? ARTUR BETERBIEV has even more fan-friendly style. Like, this motherfucker, I love the way ARTUR BETERBIEV fights, man. Like, he can do it all, pretty much. He showed us that in his last fight against Joe Smith Jr. Like, the motherfucker can move. He's not, like, he has great feet. Better feet than Yarde, okay? ARTUR BETERBIEV has better feet than Yarde. Now, we know what his hands can do, right? Yeah, he can get knocked down. Yarde, we've seen Yarde get stopped by an old Kovalev, right? That was a past it Kovalev that stopped him. And that leads me to why I think that Yarde is going to be food for BETERBIEV in this fight. Excuse me. But that shoulder roll, bro. That shoulder roll, you got to let that go. That shoulder roll and that trainer. That shoulder roll and that trainer is going to get Anthony Yarde hurt real bad Saturday night. If you don't have a reach advantage on your opponent, a pronounced reach advantage against your opponent, you got no business using the shoulder roll. That's just that's my opinion, but it's based on experience, right? Because I have freakishly long arms. I know a little bit about this, right? My arms are longer than they should be, right? So it's very deceptive. I mean, I'm not that tall. I'm like 6'1.5", 6'2", something like that, right? But my arms are very long for a guy. For a guy with my height. Anthony Yarde, he goes to exclusively to that shoulder roll, and he's just too easy to jab. Way too easy to jab. Way too easy to jab. And he's not really active with his jab as much. Right? BETERBIEV is going to destroy Anthony Yarde this weekend. That's my prediction. Now, is it possible that BETERBIEV can get caught with a shot and hurt? Yeah, because Anthony Yarde can punch now. He can punch. But I just see the movement. I see too much craftiness from this guy. You know, I see too much craftiness from BETERBIEV to, I don't know. This guy, he's the real deal, you know? BETERBIEV he's the real deal. He's like one of my favorite fighters. Terrence Crawford, BETERBIEV, Naoya Inoue. Terrence Crawford, BETERBIEV, and Naoya Inoue. Those are my guys. Those are my guys right there. You know, so yeah, that's my pick, man. But I gotta say this, because I mentioned as far as Anthony Yarde, I mentioned his trainer being a weakness too, and he is. Like that Tunde Ajayi or whatever the fuck his name is, like not good, not a good trainer from what I see. You know, I get it. Like trainers do more than teach boxing. Like he's probably there, you know, more for the mindset. It looks like lions in the camp, lions in the camp. But that lions in the camp shit, you're gonna need to come with more than that. You gotta come with a little bit more science than lions in the camp. Like when I watched Anthony Yarde fight Kovalev, and Kovalev was tearing his dumb ass up with that jab, right? He goes back to the corner like, man, what should I do? What am I supposed to do about this jab? Talking to his trainer, and his trainer's like, lions in the camp. That's not advice, bro. That's not counsel. Like, what the fuck can I do with that? Like, right, the lions in the camp, lions in the camp. Okay, now what the fuck do I do about this jab? What am I gonna do with this fucking jab, bruh? You know, so I'm looking forward to the fight. Like I said, I like both guys. If Anthony Yarde wins, if he beats BETERBIEV, that's a huge upset in my eyes. And hey, good for him, right? I'm gonna clap it up for him. You know, but I just don't see it, man. Style-wise, I just don't see it. I don't. Yeah, so that's all I got, man. If you like the video, you know what to do. Hook off on that like button. Peace.